Hello, Helen.
Good morning, Mr. Gus.
How are you this morning?
I'm good. I believe you're doing well, too.
Oh, yes. My morning just got better now that I get to hear from you.
Okay. I find that kind of weird, though.
Why? There's nothing weird about it. I didn't hear from you yesterday. I was sick with concern.
Yesterday was Sunday, Mr. Gus.
So?
So there was no need for me to contact you. It wasn't a working day.
Which is more reason for you to contact me. I get to see you every working day. It's expected that I'll miss you over the weekend.
Nope, it's not expected. It would be out of place for me to contact you over the weekend, except if it's for something work-related. Even at that, I'd rather contact your secretary, Miss Thompson.
Oh, you mean Cassie? Leave her out of this, please.
All right, Mr. Gus.
Helen, you can call me Trevor. I've said this times without a number.
You're my boss. I shouldn't be addressing you by your first name.
Come on, it's no big deal. I call you Helen. Call my secretary Cassie. I call the accountant Paul. You see, all first names, and no one's making a fuss about it.
I agree, but none of them call you by your first name.
Yeah, they dare not. I'm the boss, but I've decided to make you an exception. And you have to do what I say.
Really? Think about it, Mr. Gus. What would people say when they hear me call you Trevor?
Oh, I see your point now. It's best we keep this secret.
Keep what secret?
What we have going, of course.
Do you mean our discussion on who gets to call you by your first name?
That and much more.
I think I have to go now, Mr. Gus. This discussion is beginning to get out of hand.
How? What's wrong with me checking up on my favorite employee on a Monday morning?
What is wrong is you prolonging the conversation beyond necessary.
Geez, that's rude.
I didn't mean to sound rude, but it's 30 minutes past resumption time. I really should go. I don't want to have any problems with my team members, or worse, HR.
HR? If I desire for you to keep me company for the next 2 hours, there's nothing they can do about it.
Maybe. Notwithstanding, the company could suffer loss if head of the sales team is keeping your company on a Monday morning.
Nice play with words there. I'll release you to work then.
All right, thanks, Mr. Gus.
Hello, Helen.
Mr. Gus?
I beeped you twice, but you didn't pick up. Why?
I was in the middle of a meeting with my team members.
That doesn't stop you from picking up my calls. Or do you take me for granted?
Not one bit. I apologize for not picking up your calls. I had put my phone on silent so I wouldn't be able to tell if it rang. I just checked it now and saw a message from you.
I guess I texted you right on time. That's called timelessness and efficiency.
Of course.
I get that you were in a meeting, but you really shouldn't be making excuses. It doesn't suit you as a team member.
Once again, I apologize. It won't repeat itself, I promise.
Yeah. Since you're free now, can you drop by my office?
All right, sir. I'll be right there immediately after I'm done with this report. I have to generate a report from the issues raised during the meeting and send it to the necessary departments.
My office also needs a report, doesn't it? So report to my office first, would ya?
But this is important.
Relax. You keep acting as if this company depends only on your input.
Well, you can never tell.
And what's with that tone? Just because I'm nice to you doesn't mean you get to speak to me as you wish.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I can't stay angry with you. No matter how many times you get on my nerves, I just can't. I guess that's a pointer to something, right?
Ugh, what exactly are you driving at, Mr. Gus?
Do you really want me to spell it out to you? I'm sure you know. Your smile says it all.
My smile? I don't get you.
The way you smile at me when I greet you every morning is so heavenly.
I smile while greeting everyone. And I don't think the way I smile at you is in any way different.
You sure love to play pretense games. I get it. In fact, I love it. It makes our relationship a lot more fun.
I seem to be missing something here. What we have is a working relationship. I agree that work doesn't have to be all uptight, That's why the company provides regular hangouts for employees. But if you're insinuating something else, kindly stop it this instant.
Why do you sometimes talk back to me as though you were the boss here? Anyway, I'll let it pass today. How long would it take for you to be done with the report?
Probably 2 hours.
All right, I'll wait. If you need anything, just let me know.
All right, thank you, sir. Hi, Helen. Are you free? Who is this? It's Cassie Thompson. Oh, Miss Thompson. How did you get my number? I'm Mr. Gus's secretary, so I can easily access any staff's details. I see. What's up? How's work going at your end? All good. Okay, how are the guys on your team? I hope there's no one giving you any trouble. Miss Thompson, can you please go straight to the point? We both know you didn't search for my number just to exchange pleasantries. You're so smart. I admire you a lot. Come to think of it, it's kind of strange that you've been working here for a while and we don't have each other's contact. That's because we've never had a reason to exchange contacts. Yeah, but we'll have plenty of reasons henceforth. And why is that? You're about to become a senior staff in this company. I'd love to be part of your closest allies, you know, your ear to the ground. The one you go on the weekend cruise and booze with. Interesting. Where did you hear that from? Don't tell me you haven't heard the rumors. Everyone's talking about it. You know I don't pay attention to gossips. Yeah, right. Whatever. I heard you'll be promoted to a much higher level. You currently head the sales team while Mr. Gus is the assistant manager of the sales and marketing department. I can't think of any higher position you could occupy. Why do you bother your head with stuff that doesn't concern you? Well, I'm less concerned. But I'm so angry that Mr. Gus is pulling me into all of this, and I get nothing in return. Pulling you into what? It's a secret. You know what? I'll give you a hint. Your promotion comes with a diamond ring. You aren't making any sense. It seems like this department is filled with a lot of creepy people, huh? Mr. Gus already told me you like to play pretense with him, but you're actually smart. Like, way too smart. And I agree because our sales have tripled since you joined the company. Thanks for the compliment. But what do you mean by my promotion comes with a diamond ring? Exactly what it sounds like. Think of it this way. You get married to a senior staff here and you become a high-ranking staff yourself. Really? I know for sure that the CEO is a highly principled man who doesn't like favoritism. I believe you have to earn every promotion here. Well, that's true. But the person giving out this diamond ring is willing to pull a lot of strings for you. Speaking of diamond rings, I believe you prefer that to a gold ring, right? Of course. Who still uses a gold ring in this age? Why did you ask, though? Never mind. Like I said, it's a secret. I'm jealous of you right now. If I'd known Mr. Gus loved pretense games, I'd have used that tactic with him. Just know that whatever position Mr. Gus gives you is mine also. So don't you think of treating me as a subordinate. If this is what I'm thinking, then you and Mr. Gus must be delusional. Please don't contact me for nonsensical talks like this again. Alrighty. One last thing. When Mr. Gus pops the big question, please say yes and act surprised, 'cause I'm willing to take your spot. It's people like you and Mr. Gus who are compromising the company's standard. Ugh, I can't wait for the CEO to come around and set things right.
Hey, Helen! I can't believe you did that to me! Why would you do such a thing?
Mr. Gus, I should be asking you that question. Why would you embarrass me like that?
I simply proposed to you. How is that embarrassing?
You and I aren't even dating. Why would you propose to me? Right in the office, for that matter.
Because it's about time we got married. I'm tired of the hide-and-seek game we've been playing at work.
What are you talking about? I know for sure that I'm not involved in any hide-and-seek game with you.
What? Don't you love me anymore?
What? Love? I've never loved you.
No, that's not true. I know you feel something for me.
What gives you the idea that I have feelings for you?
There are a lot of reasons. You're always so nice to me at work. You listen to me when I talk. You're such a smart and funny lady. Plus, you're so unpredictable and I find it intriguing. Just my type of woman.
Stop it right there, will you? I've been putting up with your obsessive behavior for some months now, but I've had enough.
Don't talk that way, Helen. I agree I didn't seek your opinion before taking such a huge step that involves us. I shouldn't have proposed to you in such an open place. You obviously don't like it. I'm going to ask again here and now. Will you marry me, Miss Helen Bailey?
What? I can't believe my eyes. You've really got some nerve, sir. No, I won't marry you, Mr. Gus.
Why?
Even if you put a gun to my head and you're about to pull the trigger, my answer would still be no.
I see where this is going. Thank God I made reservations at the Magnolia just for the two of us. I know that's your favorite restaurant. I'm gonna give you a better proposal. This time around, I won't use red roses or balloons. It's going to be all blue decorations throughout. That's your favorite color, right?
Oh my gosh! How do you know all this information?
Because I'm the one investing more in this relationship. You never call me over the weekend. At first, I wondered what kind of a girlfriend does that. Then I thought, what if you were being traditional and wanted me to chase you? So I decided to watch you over the weekend to get to know you better.
Wait, what the hell? I'm not your girlfriend, Mr. Gus. The mere thought of it is disgusting. And to think that you stalk me over the weekends? That's some crazy shit.
Relax, Helen, I'm not stalking. Let me help you understand the situation. If I buy a dog and I take very good care of it, I don't need to ask if it loves me. It's automatic. It's the same thing here. I employed you and I take care of you. You have to love me in return.
So you think you employed me, huh? Some bolts must be loose in your brains. How can you even compare me to a dog? You've crossed the line this time, Mr. Gus.
Listen up, Helen. I'm gonna set up another proposal at the Magnolia restaurant by 6 p.m. on Saturday. You'd better be there with gratitude and a big smile ready to say yes when I pop the big question. You can come with some friends too, but I'd prefer you come alone.
Just listen to yourself. Are you threatening me right now?
Call it whatever you like. All I know is I want you, and I must have you.
What would happen if I didn't show up? Or I show up and say no?
If you try that, you're going to be miserable all your life. No one messes with Trevor and goes scot-free. First, I'm going to ensure you're fired from here. Then I'd make sure you're miserable all the days of your life. You can't run away from me because I know all about you.
I wonder how an obsessive psychopath like you got into the company in the first place. I've had enough of your overbearing attitude. It's about time I showed you who the real boss is here.
You think you can spew empathy threats at me and I'd begin to shiver? Not possible.
We'll see about that.
Hey, wait! Don't you know what you're missing out on? If you get married to me, you'll get a promotion.
What makes you think that you have the power to grant me a promotion?
I believe once we're married, it won't be hard to get a promotion. You're a hardworking lady. I'll surely put in some good words for you with the CEO.
You know the CEO doesn't work with favoritism, right? You can only get a promotion or raise by following the due process.
Yeah, the due process is getting married to the person who calls the shots, aka myself.
You're just one of the several assistant managers in the company. You're not even on the 7th floor.
It doesn't matter. A boss will always be a boss.
Oh, I see. It all makes sense now. This is the reason Miss Thompson was ranting yesterday. I had thought she knew of my boyfriend's plan to make me the vice president. I didn't know she was a petty gossip feeding off rumors. You're both simply beds of a feather, and you'll go down together.
Wait, did you say boyfriend? Do you have a boyfriend? Like a real boyfriend?
Of course. I can see you're so shocked.
No, you can't have a boyfriend. I've never seen you with any man before. When you go out, you're either always alone or with a few friends, and it's always the same set of people. So who's this boyfriend that you suddenly made up? If he's real, let me know so I can clear him off immediately.
Oh, he's more real than the back of your palm. And he's going to clear you off when he's back. Huh.
I'm almost here. Is there something I'm missing?
Oh, there's a lot you're missing. Do you by any chance know the CEO of the company?
Of course I know him. Mr. James Norman. He's been out of the country for about 2 years now. I heard he's establishing a new branch abroad. He only comes around once in a while.
How do I say this? Mr. James Norman, the CEO, he's my boyfriend.
What? That's impossible. The CEO doesn't have a girlfriend. If he did, I'd know.
Oh, so you stalked the CEO too?
I don't stalk the CEO. I'm just saying I've never seen him come to work with a girlfriend.
Well, that's because he keeps his private life private.
Okay. But he's still just your boyfriend, so there is still hope. He hasn't proposed yet, and when he does, please say no. I can't imagine sharing you with the CEO.
Do you have some mental issues or something? He proposed already, and newsflash, I said yes.
What? Lies! The CEO's not even in town.
He's back, and he's coming to set things right in the company. Especially with psychos like you running loose in the company.
Please, Helen, kindly put in some good words about me.
As I said, the CEO doesn't do favoritism. Each staff gets what they deserve. So brace up for what's coming your way, Mr. Gus. Bye.
Helen! Where are you, Helen? I just checked your office now and it's all cleared. What's going on?
Well, you won't find me there. I'm no longer in that office.
Wait, don't tell me you got fired too?
Fired? No. I got promoted. My office is on the 7th floor now.
Really? That's where the CEO's office is too.
Yeah, it is.
How come you get to be on the 7th floor? The people on that floor have served in the company for not less than 5 years.
That's true. I served as the assistant manager of the sales and marketing department in our branch abroad for 3 years before coming to head the sales team here. I've been here for 2 years, so do the math.
Wow. So what position were you promoted to?
I'm now the regional sales and marketing manager.
How come you got promoted and I was fired?
You got exactly what you deserve.
Please do something to help me. I need this job. Talk to the CEO on my behalf, please.
I don't need to. The CEO knows about all you've been up to since he traveled abroad. Getting fired is just the beginning of your woes.
Don't be so heartless, Helen. Why didn't you tell me you were the CEO's girlfriend? If I had known, I wouldn't even come close to you at all.
Mr. Gus, what you did was highly unacceptable. If you had done it to any other staff and got reported, you'd still be fired.
Isn't there anything you can do to help me? I have a lot of outstanding bills to pay. My rent is 2 months due already, and if I don't pay, I'll be homeless.
Oh, you won't be homeless. My fiancé and I filed a report against you at the police station yesterday. If you're lucky, you might get a long jail term and wouldn't need to bother about rent for a long while.
What? Why would you file a report against me? What have I done?
You've done a whole lot, Mr. Gus. A whole lot.
You have no proof.
Oh, yes, I do. You seem to have forgotten what you did about a week ago. Because I didn't show up for the stupid proposal you planned, you came over to ruin the dinner I was having with my friends on Sunday. You were so violent that you destroyed some of the restaurant's properties. As if that's not enough, when my fiancé came over to my house, he noticed that some surveillance cameras had been installed in places I didn't put them in. From the CCTV camera I already had, we saw that you broke into my house to install them. It's a highly punishable offense, if you don't know. You need to spend a long time in jail. Someone like you shouldn't be roaming free.
Oh no, don't ruin my life, please.
You're the one who ruined your own life. When I first moved here, I was very respectable towards you. Although I held the same position as you in our branch abroad. Because Mr. Norman is a principled man, he didn't just want me to come here and take over instantly. So I had to come in as the sales team head.
I never knew all of this.
Yeah, no one knew of the arrangement except the managers on the 7th floor. They gave the CEO a report that the company's sale was dwindling, and I was sent to fix the problem. You are the major problem, Mr. Gus. You filled the department with incompetent people simply because they were your allies and didn't care how the company fared in terms of sales. I'm glad you're finally out of our lives.
Don't be mean to me, Helen. The restaurant has also fined me for destroying their properties. I need your help. I don't want to go to prison.
Like I said, you need to spend a long time in jail. See you never. Helen, you witch! You've ruined my career forever! What's the matter, Miss Thompson? I have a lot of work on my desk right now. I just got promoted, and I should give the CEO a situational report. Huh, you must be feeling like a queen now. How come you were promoted and I got fired? Mr. Gus got fired too! Are you any more competent than we are? I guess you guys got what you deserve. How did you do it? I heard you bewitched the CEO into proposing to you as soon as he got back from his trip abroad. I'm going to tell everyone, especially the CEO, your secret. When will you stop listening to or spreading rumors? You're free to do whatever you want to. I don't care. Really? I'm gonna tell the CEO that you love to play pretense games with men. He's gonna cut off his engagement with you. Just watch me. I'd like to see you succeed at that. The CEO and I have been friends for a long time, and we've been dating for about 4 years now. This is so unfair! I don't believe you! This was your plan all along, huh? To lead Mr. Gus on till he led you to the CEO! You should have just left Mr. Gus for me if you knew you weren't going to marry him. Even though he got fired, I'm sure he'd be able to get another job easily with his portfolio. I'd have been a rich man's wife! You're mistaken. You could have been a prisoner's wife, because the prison is going to be his home for the next couple of months or years. Who knows? What? Why would Mr. Gus go to prison? Why don't you ask him when you see him? And be careful, else you'll be named an accomplice in the crime. Oh no! How do I get a job now? How am I gonna live? Come on, it's not the end of the world. You still have your resume, right? You can always apply for another job. Elsewhere, though, please. I only wonder what you'd say if I asked you why you were fired from your former job. Let me see. Incompetence, neglect of duty, ruining the company's reputation, collecting bribes, engaging in malicious acts during working hours, diverting company funds for personal use? The list is endless. Stop it, Miss Bailey! Please stop it! It's not funny. I'm not sure I'd be able to get a high-paying job like the one I just lost. I don't even have the skills for that kind of position. I only got in because a friend of mine is friends with Mr. Gus. Uh-huh. It's obvious from what I just listed. Look, I really don't care how you live your life henceforth. Good luck to you. In the end, Mr. Gus was sued by the restaurant whose properties he destroyed and had to pay thousands of dollars for the damages he caused. He was also arrested by the police for criminal harassment and sentenced to 5 years in prison. He came out of prison a poor man with no savings at all. He tried to contact me, but I was able to get a restraining order from the court against him. I later got married to the love of my life, Mr. James Norman, and we have 2 beautiful girls together now. The company has also grown, and we have branches in 4 countries now. We still maintain the same standard of employing and promoting people based on competence and not favoritism. As for Cassie Thompson, my husband later employed her some years back as a cleaner because that's the role her qualifications fit. I'm glad I was able to get rid of an obsessive psychopath like Mr. Gus. Living the best life is the real revenge.
Hey, honey. Are you coming over today?
I don't know. I have a lot going on right now.
Okay, I understand. We can make some time to come see you if you'd like. Maybe take you out for dinner? You're nearly done with school, right?
I've got 2 more weeks and I should be graduating. As long as my teacher doesn't keep trying to flunk me.
If you want to bring your work, I can help you. It will be just like old times.
Oh, please, Dad, I don't need your help. I know what I'm doing. It's my teacher that's the problem. But I'm more than capable of doing this by myself. Thanks, Dad.
Well, okay, but I'm just trying to help. You know, if your teacher is really being that difficult, I can make sure that your work is beyond reproach.
I don't need your help, Dad. Stop treating me like a child. You realize that I'm 24 years old, right?
Yes, I know. I remember your 21st birthday. Had to pick you up from a bar.
Oh my god. Just bring up the worst about my past. Are you trying to rub it in my face?
No, I'm just pointing out that I'm well aware you're an adult. Your 21st birthday was just the last big one.
Sure. You just love to make me look stupid and irresponsible. I'm gonna go now. Don't expect to see me for dinner. Not after the way you've talked to me.
I'm sorry, honey. I didn't mean to imply anything bad or to upset you. I hope you have a great day. Hey, sweetheart.
Hey, love.
Just texted Rachel, and I don't think that she'll be stopping by tonight. I think she's having a bit of a rough time.
Thanks for letting me know. What do you mean you think she's having a rough time? Did something happen?
She was just really accusatory. It was like everything I said upset her.
I'm sorry, Bob. I don't think... never mind.
No, what were you going to say?
I think she's upset that you remarried. I think something in her hoped that you and your wife would get back together.
I've been divorced from her mother for almost 2 decades. Her mother has remarried multiple times, and we've been married for several years now. I'm sure that Rachel is smart enough to know that reconciliation was never going to happen.
Maybe, but you know she's never really cared that you got remarried.
I don't think that you're being fair to her. It's not like you really tried to foster a great relationship with her.
I tried. I really did try. But she always accused me of trying to replace her mother when I was nice to her. When I gave her space, she accused me of being cold.
I don't really want to talk about this. This is an old argument, and you always blame Rachel. You're an adult, so you should have handled it better.
Ugh, you're right. We shouldn't text about this. It's an old fight, and I've told you my side more than enough. I understand why you listen to your daughter, but I'm afraid that it is going to become a problem for her later on.
Damn it, Bernice, stop blaming my daughter!
Please calm down. I'll make dinner for the two of us.
I'm not sure I want to eat dinner with you tonight.
All right. Let me know and I'll prepare the food if you change your mind. Hey, Dad.
Hey, sweetheart.
I need some help with paying my cell phone bill again.
Okay, I'll ask Bernice to make the payment since I'm currently at work.
Don't bring that bitch into this.
Watch what you call my wife, Rachel.
Of course you stick up for her. You just keep siding with her, as if she's more important to you.
It's not that at all, Rachel. I just wish you guys would treat each other better. Please try to be nicer to her, and I'm sure she'll be better to you.
Why don't you ask her to treat me better?
I did ask her to try harder. Just yesterday I told her she needs to be nicer to you.
And that doesn't tell you just how much she hates me? You shouldn't have to ask her to be nice to me. But at least you realize that she's not exactly mother material. It's a really good thing she couldn't get pregnant because she would be a terrible mother.
That's a horrible thing to say. Please stop now.
Whatever, Dad. Just make sure that she pays the phone bill, because if she doesn't, I'm not going to be able to contact you again.
I'll let her know. Have a good day.
Sure, Dad. Bye. What's this I hear about your wife refusing to pay Rachel's phone bill?
Hi, Stacy. As always, it's nice to hear from you.
Save me your sarcasm and answer my question. Why is that bitch refusing to help our daughter? And more importantly, how can you let her get away with it?
She's already paid the bill, Stacy.
Don't you lie to me. Rachel called me a bit ago and said that she asked for your help and that you went to ask Bernice to do it. If you care about our daughter, pay the damn bill.
Read back through what you just texted.
Don't tell me what to do. This is why we got divorced.
I'm pretty sure we divorced because you cheated on me.
Sure, bring that every time we talk. That doesn't get old.
My point, Stacy, was that you were texting with Rachel. If her phone bill wasn't paid, you wouldn't have been able to text with her.
That's... I mean, why do you have to make me look like an idiot?
You don't need my help there.
What's that supposed to mean?
In the future, if you want to pay her bill, I'll ask her to call you instead of me.
Don't be ridiculous. You earn a lot more than me.
And a good bit less than your current husband.
I'm not gonna ask him to pay for Rachel's phone. You're her father. She's your responsibility.
You're her mother, so she's just as much your responsibility. And at this point, it doesn't even matter. My wife took care of it already.
You're deflecting. This is why I cheated on you. You're so selfish.
Is that why you've cheated on all of your ex-husbands? At what point do you realize the problem isn't with the men, but with you?
How dare you?
Quite easily, Stacy. Now, I have things I need to do and don't have time to argue with you.
I was just concerned about my daughter. You were the one who had to turn it into a fight.
Sure. Have a good day, Stacy.
Whatever, Bob.
What is all of that racket out there?
Don't worry about it, Bob. I'm taking care of it.
Do I hear Rachel?
Yes, she came by and is currently up in arms because I asked her to clean up her dishes.
Is dinner ready? Did you tell her that we're having dinner soon and she could eat with us?
I did, and I invited her to dine with us. She said that she had a lot of work to do, took some of the food that was finished, and ate even though I told her we would be eating soon.
Did you suggest she work on her homework while waiting so that she could eat with us?
Yes, she said that she couldn't stick around because she has a study group to get to.
And now she's fighting with you?
Yes.
Alright, I'm wrapping up something, then I'll come and talk to her if she's still here.
I'm not sure if you can hear, but she's still yelling at me while I'm cooking, so I doubt she'll be leaving anytime soon. I'm sorry, honey.
It's not your fault. I think Rachel's been listening to her mother.
What makes you say that?
Stacy contacted me this morning to say that we needed to pay Rachel's phone bill.
I paid for it.
I know, and that's what I told Stacy. She was just looking for a fight, though. And I think Rachel is taking a page out of her mother's book.
Taking a little too much influence, huh?
They've always gotten along really well, with Stacy wanting to be the cool mom.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. I'll be there soon to get things under control. Rachel, come back!
Why should I? You chose your wife over me. I'm not going to let her force me into slavery.
She asked you to clean the dishes you used. She didn't ask you to clean up the kitchen.
I'm a guest, Dad. I shouldn't have to clean up anything. Would you ask Grandma and Grandpa to clean up?
I wouldn't have to ask them. They do it without me having to ask. When you were young, they used to insist on cleaning up the kitchen so that I could spend time with you. I guess you don't remember that, though.
Well, that's their choice. If they don't want to enjoy visiting and choose to clean, that's on them.
It's called being a good house guest. I didn't even know that you were planning on coming over today.
What, so now I'm not allowed to stop by and say hi?
You didn't stop by to talk to me at all. You came into my house, took food that my wife prepared, refused to clean up behind yourself, then picked a fight with her.
See? You're siding with her! You always side with that bitch! You don't care about me at all!
Of course I care. I love you more than anything. But I do not love your recent behavior.
That's your problem. I'm just being myself.
You're acting like a petulant child.
There it is, right there. You don't see me as an adult? And sure as hell don't treat me like one.
Please come back, Rachel. This isn't something to text about.
There's no way I'm coming back. You're just gonna take her side and tell me, your guest, that I need to clean up.
Considering that you were planning on eating and leaving, the least you could have done was to clean up. I raised you better than this.
You know what? You can just keep siding with your wife, but when you get old, don't think that I'm gonna be there for you.
What?
I'm not gonna let you live with me. And you can forget about me spending time with you.
I never expected you to take care of me.
Why? Because you don't think I'm enough of an adult to handle it? Huh, thanks for the vote of confidence. Seriously, I'm not going to lift a finger to help you when you're an old man.
Why are you acting like this?
I don't have time for you. I've got a study group to attend.
Hi, honey.
Hello, love. What do you need?
You know me so well.
Well, you've been holed up in your office for hours now. I have a snack for you if you need.
Yes, please. And a coffee, if you don't mind.
Coming right up.
I actually did need something.
Sure, how can I help?
Do you know where I stored the passwords for our financial details?
Which ones?
What do you mean?
We have a lot of financial accounts. Which ones do you need? Or would you like all of them?
I'm not sure.
Okay, what do you need to do?
Rachel hasn't responded to me since yesterday, and the last thing she said was that she isn't going to help me when I get old.
Why would she say that?
I don't know. I never planned to dump anything on her, but apparently that's how she chose to escalate when I told her that she needed to act like an adult and clean up after herself.
That's quite an escalation. I'm so sorry.
I guess it just shows that you were right.
It's a hollow acknowledgement. I don't want you to get hurt.
I'm sorry that I didn't listen to you. Didn't realize just how much influence my ex-wife was having over my daughter now that they live close to each other.
Wait, but why did you need financial information?
I'm going to make significant adjustments to our budget. We need to make sure that we have enough money for our retirement years.
We should sit down and talk about it. I don't think that just texting is the best idea.
We will, don't worry. I just want to run some numbers.
What about work?
I've been here since 4 to get ahead of things. After running a few numbers, I want to take you out to a nice restaurant.
What? Why?
Between my accusations, my daughter's behavior, your job, you handling the finances, and your cooking, you've been putting up with a bit too much lately.
My work is pretty simple and doesn't demand much of my time every week.
I know, but I do realize that you do a lot more than me. And I'm really sorry for getting upset with you about Rachel.
It's okay. I know you're stressed.
Still, I shouldn't have accused you of anything. It allowed her bad behavior to continue escalating.
I'll tell you what. I'll take that nice dinner out as your apology.
Thank you, Bernice.
And we definitely have the budget for it. Is that all you needed?
No. Why don't you come in here and we can talk about it for a bit? Oh, and we can start planning our next vacation. Something big and extravagant.
What? We don't have the money for that.
We just had a significant change in our finances. Be thinking about where you want to go.
All right. Now you have my curiosity piqued. I'll be there in a few minutes.
Hello, Rachel.
I am not interested in talking to you.
What happened?
Not that I owe you a thing, but I didn't graduate because that teacher hates me.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear it. But I have something important to discuss with you.
I don't have time for you. I have a vacation to go on. And then I have to start trying to find a makeup class so I can graduate at the end of next semester.
This will affect your future, Rachel.
Great. Not respecting my boundaries. When a woman says no, Dad, she means no.
Fine, I'll just text you then.
Oh my God, you're so annoying!
Since you told me that you won't be there to help me when I get older, I realized that I needed to make sure I'm taken care of.
I knew it. You plan to just sponge off me.
No, actually I did not. Bernice and I have a fairly robust retirement plan, but you've made it clear that I cannot rely on you at all.
Damn straight. I will teach you to treat me like a child.
I realize that you've been right about that. I have been doing things for you that I absolutely shouldn't have been. I've taken care of your rent and all of your bills for next month.
Am I supposed to be proud of you for taking care of your financial responsibilities?
And that's my point. They aren't my financial responsibilities. They are yours.
What's that supposed to mean?
After next month, you're on your own.
Yeah, I live on my own. Thanks for pointing out the obvious.
No, Rachel. You'll need to make your own money and pay your own bills. I'm working to have my name removed from your lease too.
Wait, what do you mean?
By not paying all of your expenses, I'll be able to put nearly $3,000 into my retirement fund monthly. You'll never have to worry about taking care of me because I'll be able to find my own place and hire people to take care of me.
Are you threatening to stop helping me to pay for stuff?
It's not a threat, and I haven't been helping you. I've been paying for nearly everything. You have a month to get a job and start taking care of your own bills. After rent, you should probably focus on your phone because I'm removing you from my phone plan.
You can't do that! I'm your child!
As you keep pointing out, you're an adult, and adults pay for their own bills. I should have done this years ago.
You're horrible! You're a monster! How can you do this to your own daughter?
I took care of you for 24 years. It's time for you to take over and be the adult you keep saying you are.
Is this some kind of sick joke? Did that bitch put you up to it? This isn't like you at all.
Clearly, I should have been more like this. The way you've treated my wife has been inexcusable. You come over to our house, eat our food, you're disrespectful to both of us, and you have the nerve to say that you won't help me after everything I've done for you. I never expected you to, but since you made it clear that I'll never be able to count on you, I need to take care of myself and my wife.
I'm gonna tell Mom, you monster!
Go right ahead. I've already blocked her number since we no longer have any need to co-parent. After all, you're an adult and should be able to handle it on your own. Oh, and I'll make sure to send a detailed report on your expenses so you don't miss a payment.
You are ruining my vacation! I hate you!
I love you too, honey.
Dad, I really need your help.
Hi, Rachel. How are you doing?
Stop with the pleasantries. I'm in real need of help.
What's wrong?
There are repo men here taking all of my stuff.
I know, I sent you the financial breakdown. Did you not make the payments?
You know that I didn't have the money to do that? I don't have a job.
6 months is more than enough time to find a job and start managing your finances.
You abandoned your own daughter. How could you do that?
Well, you wanted to be treated like an adult, and I can't think of anything more adult than getting a job and managing your own bills. I still expect you to clean up the dishes if you come visit, though.
You are horrible! I can't believe you would just leave me to starve and die on the streets!
At 24 years old, I had a job, paid all of the bills, and was already raising you. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to take care of yourself.
I'm gonna tell Mom what you've done!
You've already told her, and she managed to call me from another phone screaming that I wasn't taking care of you. When I pointed out that she and her husband had more money, she got upset.
She and Harold make more money than you?
Harold makes more than me on his own. Your mother's money is entirely unnecessary for paying their bills.
That can't be true. She told me she can't afford to help me.
She cheated on me. Do you really think that lying to you is going to be that much of a stretch for her?
I'm gonna call her right now.
Good luck, honey, and have a great day.
Why did you tell her that?
Hello, Stacy. As always, such a pleasure to hear from you.
Stop your bullshit, Bob. How could you tell my daughter about my finances? That's my private business. You had no right.
She's your daughter, too. Since you made sure she knew about my finances, I was surprised to learn that you had been lying to her for years. Okay, surprised isn't the right word. Mildly amused is probably more accurate.
Now she wants me to bail her out.
You don't have to if you don't want to. She's an adult.
You put her in the situation. You should be the one to fix it.
You know, I always thought that you were contributing to her college expenses. I was surprised to learn that you've done absolutely nothing for her.
Now she's so mad at me. You need to fix this now.
Either you bail her out, or you get to be the bad guy. But I'm not a part of this anymore. I covered as much of her lifestyle as I'm willing to. Now you can figure out how much help you're willing to give her. Then you have to live with that decision.
I really loathe you, Bob.
Have a great day, Stacy.
After Rachel lost most of her stuff and was kicked out of her apartment, she was angry with both of her parents for not getting her out of the situation. Her mother stopped responding to Rachel because all they did was argue now that she was refusing to help her daughter. Bob drew up a contract for Rachel that would allow her to stay in a room at his and Bernice's house, but the young woman would have to live by some very strict rules. Rachel lived with them for 3 months, during which time she had to make substantial changes to her life. She had to drop college because she had to work a full-time job. At first, she and Bernice fought a lot, but over time, Rachel came to see just how much her stepmother did, and Rachel started to feel bad. Hoping to get the final credit over the next few years, Rachel finally pulled herself together and started acting like an adult. Her relationship with her mother was irreconcilable once Rachel realized just how manipulative her mother was. A year after moving in with her father and his wife, Rachel was finally financially stable, and she moved out into her own place. She remained close to her father, and when he aged, she and her family were more than happy to help him and Bernice, just as they had helped her. The only rule she had for him was to enjoy playing with his grandkids. Hey Andy, how's your first day going?
Pretty well. I really like the company, and the team they put me on is working on a really important project. It feels like everything is going right.
That's fantastic. I'm so glad to hear that you feel comfortable, especially after how worried you were.
I know. I don't know why I was so worried.
I can understand. Starting a new job is always going to create a lot of emotion. It's easy to get overwhelmed.
I wasn't overwhelmed. It was just... I've always been good at school, but you know how my jobs have been.
Yeah, but you weren't really interested in those jobs. Now that you're doing something that you love, I'm sure you'll flourish.
Flourish? What am I, a flower?
Yep, my masculine little flower.
You always knew how to make me laugh. Oh, before I forget, they invited me out to dinner, so I'll be home a bit late.
But we had plans for tonight.
I know, but I didn't want to turn them down on the first day. The more networking I do, the better my position will be in the company.
All right, I understand. It's a bit disappointing, but I'll see if Allison wants to use your ticket. She's been saying that I haven't been spending enough time with her lately.
That's a fantastic idea. You really haven't spent much time with your friends. Best to keep up those relationships outside of us.
Yeah, especially since she wants to talk to me about the bachelorette party.
Ah, the infamous bachelorette party. Make sure she doesn't get you involved in something questionable. Your best friend has a penchant for trouble, we know that.
She's been much better about it lately, though. It's been 2 years since she got her last speeding ticket.
I still remember that one time you had to go bail her out of jail because she exposed herself at the club.
Right, I remember. But don't mention that to her. She's mellowed out in her later 20s. And you know she's very ashamed of what happened back then.
My lips are sealed. As long as she doesn't do anything too extreme for your party.
I promise, nothing shady or reckless. At worst, maybe a few strippers and some grinding.
Krista!
I'm just kidding. I think she plans to take all of us hiking and then to a relaxing spa.
Hiking? That doesn't seem like anything Allison would want to do.
I think that her current boyfriend loves it, so she's working on making him happy.
Now, why don't you do things like that? You never want to join me watch sports. Not even when I invite you to a live game.
It's not my thing. Besides, you don't join me when I go to the museum or the theater.
Yeah, I agreed to join you this time.
Yeah, and now something's come up that will keep you from actually going through with that.
It's for work.
I know, and it's fine. I'm sure Allison will enjoy Beetlejuice a lot more than you.
Probably. Oh, break's over. I need to go.
Okay, I love you, Andy.
I love you too.
Hey, Allison. Are you up for some best friend time? Are you talking to me now? I've just been canceled on, so now I have a +1 space available. Oh, should I feel special now being your fiancé's replacement? Oh, don't be like that. You know that I've been stressed lately. Between wedding planning and the problems at work, I'm working over 90 hours a week. Fine, I'll give you that. But I expect a really expensive dinner. You got it. And the tickets are for Beetlejuice. Really? Yes, I've been wanting to see that. I also have some backstage passes, so you'll get a chance to meet them after it's over. You're the best! My, how your tune has changed. Next time, don't invite that boring fiancé of yours. Invite me. I know how to appreciate theater. That's true. It took me forever to convince him to join me for this one. And then he ditches me to hang out with people from work. Oh, I forgot he started his new job today. Yes, he did. And he seems to be doing quite well. That's fantastic. We'll have to celebrate. If I can work sometime in the schedule, I'll set up a get-together that isn't wedding planning related. That would be fantastic. For tonight, let's just enjoy a great dinner, talk bachelorette party, then enjoy a bit of music. Sounds good to me. When will you pick me up? Fine, I'll take care of driving. Just promise not to drink too much because I do not want to spend the musical watching you. I haven't gotten that drunk in nearly a year, which is why I know it is more likely. I suppose you're right. You watch my alcohol intake and I'll party. It will be like old times. See you at 6:30.
We've been invited to an event happening next month.
Wow, really? You must really be making a great impression on your team.
I am. And I think they'll love you. All of their wives have been really successful, so they're excited to meet you. Especially after that last release you had. They're so thrilled to meet the project manager of a project they've heard of.
Hopefully they aren't going to want to talk about it. Most of that stuff is still very much under wraps.
I'm sure they'll be happy just to hear about how the project went, and what it was you did that helped drive that success.
I guess I could talk about it. I would prefer to talk about other things, though. It will feel a bit like work talking about it outside of work.
Oh, come on. It will really help me.
If you ask really, really nicely.
Please, Krista, please impress my coworkers to help me.
Okay, since you asked so nicely.
Thanks, babe. I gotta go.
Okay, have fun. Don't forget to send the details about when and where we're going.
Oh, I plan to show up with you.
That's fine, but I still need to plan for it. You know, to make sure it's on my schedule and that I know when to get home so that I can be ready in time.
Oh, right.
Have a fantastic day and see you later for dinner. I love you.
Love you too.
Hi, Andy. We need to talk about something.
Sorry, babe, but I can't step away from work. I'm waiting for a few email responses, so I know what they need me to do with the new direction the project is taking.
Okay, we don't have to talk.
Thanks. I want to make sure I'm available when they need me.
I get it. Despite the success of my last project, the company is still struggling. To try to fix their problem, they're laying off my entire division.
What do you mean they're laying off your entire division?
What we do comes with a lot more risks, so they've been trying to sell the department for a while now.
Why didn't you tell me?
I did. I think you were probably distracted by your new job.
Are you accusing me of not caring?
What? No! I'm just saying we talked about it, but you were clearly preoccupied, and understandably so.
Are you sure you talked about it with me? Because I'm pretty sure I would have questions if you did.
Yeah, I'm sure we talked about it. Don't worry about it, though. I understand why you were distracted.
I'm not sure I believe you, but I forgive you if you don't.
Okay, thanks.
So if you've known for a while, have you been looking for a new job?
Yes, I've definitely been looking. That's what I've been doing when we talk in the evenings.
You should have told me. I could have helped you.
I asked you to help, but you said that you needed to work on your new project.
Are you sure?
Yes, you were very focused. I'm pretty sure that you've barely heard anything I've told you lately. That's why I've been emailing you the dates for our wedding plans.
Oh, I wondered why you were emailing me more often.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure it was on your calendar.
Thanks. I'll look over the plans to see if they'll work with my new schedule.
You realize that our wedding is only a few months away, right?
Yes, I do. But I think with you being newly unemployed, we may need to reevaluate everything.
What do you mean, reevaluate everything?
I've gotta go. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, love you.
Hi, Krista.
Hey, Andy. Is everything okay?
No, it's not.
Do you need help with your resume?
What? I'm not the one who's unemployed.
Oh, I thought since you're at work that you were having some trouble.
My work is going fantastic. Thanks for the assumption that I'm screwing up.
I didn't say that. Just usually when you're having trouble at work, you need me to help you.
You are the problem, Krista.
Wait, what?
I start this job earning a lot of money, and suddenly you're unemployed just before we get married.
I'm not any happier about it than you are.
Sure, that's what you've said, but you didn't warn me that any of this was coming.
I did tell you!
You say that now, but I would remember if you had told me about that. It's important for our future.
Look, I know that you've been under a lot of stress lately, but so have I. I just lost the job I love.
And the timing is just a little too convenient, don't you think?
How was the timing convenient?
Because once we're married, you'll be able to stay at home, living off of my hard work.
I wouldn't do that. I love working.
Sure, that's what you say now, but I know that you're planning on staying home.
No, I'm not planning on that at all.
Of course you are. After helping me through school and finding a job, you think that I owe it to you. Now you plan to spend the rest of your life just being lazy.
What are you talking about?
You worked for 5 years, investing that time in me. Now you want to spend the rest of your life not working at all.
Andy, that is not what is happening here. I've been job hunting ever since I found out.
Right. If that were true, why are you still unemployed then?
Because it's not like I can snap my fingers and magically make a job appear for me. It took about a year for you to find a job after you graduated. You should know.
That's not the same and you know it.
Yes, it is. You should know that it isn't easy.
You're just making excuses. Now you want a year to find a job? Then, whoops, you're pregnant. And now you can't go back to work for another year. I know what you plan to do.
I have no plans to do any of that.
I don't believe you. I don't trust you. So I'm dumping you.
What?
And just to make sure you understand that we're done, I've been sleeping with Allison.
You what?
So don't bother trying to get back with me. I'm done with you and your bait and switch.
I cannot believe you.
Believe it. I'll never marry you.
If you've been sleeping with my best friend, there's not a chance in hell I would ever let you touch me again, let alone marry me.
Good. So we're on the same page then. And since you screwed up in the relationship, you get to let everyone know that the wedding is off and cancel everything.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll take care of everything. I wouldn't trust you with anything important anyway.
I have no problem handling important tasks. What I won't do is clean up your mess. Have a nice life.
Allison, I have a question for you. I'm working on the party planning. You don't need to worry about a thing. That's not what I wanted to ask. Oh, what is it then? Are you sleeping with Andy? What? Why would you ask that? Here's a screenshot of my last conversation with him. I can't believe that he would tell you like that, but yeah, we've been sleeping together. WTF? You worked all of the time and you didn't want to live with him. You were neglecting him just as much as you neglected me, so we bonded over that. Well, you don't need to worry about that anymore. I don't want anything to do with you ever again. What? That's ridiculous. It's called consequences, Allison. I can't believe that I've been sticking up for you all of this time. Glad I'm not gonna waste any more time on either of you. Oh, please, we've been friends forever. I know that you aren't ditching me. I'll talk to you when you calm down. Then we can think about how to get back at Andy for dumping you. Not going to happen. And just so you know, I sent a screenshot of your confession about screwing my ex to Nathan. Why would you do that? I love Nathan! Apparently not enough to be faithful. He deserves to know that you've not changed at all. I'll never forgive you for this! I really don't care. You cheated with my fiancé, and now I don't want anything to do with you either. I hate you, Krista! You're such a... just like Andy always said. Well, now you two can screw in the open. You'll love his coworkers. They're incredibly judgmental and condescending. Just your kind of people. Good luck.
Hey, Krista. Are you joining us for the trip today?
You bet. I wouldn't miss it for the world. I've been learning for months now, so I'm ready to see if I can hang glide on my own.
That's the spirit.
Hopefully you guys will contact my parents if I end up getting myself killed.
Ah, so you are a worst scenario person, huh?
Not at all. I'm a plan for any scenario kind of person. That includes both the worst case scenario and the best.
And what's the best case scenario for this trip?
That it is followed by 50 years of similar great times.
That does sound like a great case. But I think I can come up with something even better.
Really?
One of my buddies has a project management position open at High Flyers, Inc. I know that your contract just wrapped, so I told him I knew someone.
Are you kidding me?
Not at all. If you're interested, I'm sure he'll love you. And it's a permanent position if you want it.
That would be a dream come true. They were the company that inspired me to go into the field.
I know, and you'll fit in there so well.
That is the best case scenario.
What?
Ending a dream vacation with a dream job?
Well, I hope so. We'll be there in an hour. Make sure you're ready. And in the meantime, send over your resume and I'll get it over to him.
Dylan, you're the best.
Hey, Krista. Thought that enough time had passed that we might be able to have a civil conversation.
Who is this?
Sorry, it's Andy.
Oh, what do you want?
How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. What do you want?
I saw you on the news recently. It looks like you moved and have a fantastic position now. Congrats.
Yeah, thanks. What do you want?
What makes you think I want anything?
Experience?
I just wanted to catch up, see how you're doing, you know? Maybe if you've been missing me as much as I've missed you.
Go screw Allison. I don't have any desire to do anything with you, and I've missed you as much as a bad cold.
Don't be like that. We had such a great thing going. We owe it to ourselves to see if we can work things out.
What are you suggesting?
How about I come out and see you? We can spend a weekend together, see where things go.
What about Allison?
Nathan took her back, so we decided to break it off. I haven't talked to her in over a year.
It's been a lot longer since we broke up.
Well, you know what she's like. Wild and fun. Kind of like a drug. I couldn't just stop sleeping with her.
Lovely.
I know, I'm not as strong as you. I realize that now. And I regret what happened between us.
I'll tell you what. I'll pay for you to come out this weekend.
You haven't even asked me about my job. Aren't you curious about that?
We can talk when you get here. Can you make it this Friday?
Yeah, I'll let them know that I need Friday off for an emergency. Are we going to spend the weekend at your place? Catching up, if you know what I mean.
We'll see what happens when you get here. Verify that you can get the day off and I'll send you the details.
Thank you so much, Krista. I knew that we were meant to be together. I love you.
Hope to see you Friday.
What the hell just happened? What's this box? Where are you going? I thought we were gonna spend the weekend having sex.
That's a lot of questions, but I think I can field them all. I just rejected your request to get back together because I've learned that you aren't worth the emotions. Second, that box is full of your junk. You never picked it up and I'm sick of holding on to it for you. Finally, I wouldn't let you touch me if you were the last human on the planet.
I came all this way here for you to pull this crap? You're unbelievable.
What's unbelievable is dumping your fiancé based on your own insecurities, and then telling said ex that you've been sleeping with her best friend. What I did is a justifiable reaction to the audacity to think I would ever want anything to do with you.
You could have just told me that.
Until you were humiliated, you would have kept trying, because you don't understand the difference between persistence and harassment.
What you did is absolutely evil.
I think you've still beat me by a wide mile on that one. What you pulled was far worse.
It was 2 years ago. You should have gotten over it by now.
I lost over $10K on the wedding you made me cancel. Ultimately, it was worth it, but damn, that was a hard way to learn that lesson.
So what am I supposed to do now? I took the day off and told them I was gonna win my fiancé back. How am I supposed to talk to my coworkers about this?
What you tell your coworkers is really of no concern to me. As for what you should do, I put a plane ticket on top of the stuff inside the box.
I threw the box away.
Well, you better go back and get it.
Why didn't you tell me in the beginning?
I didn't think you'd be irrational enough to just chuck it. I can't predict what stupidity you'll get up to.
You're blaming me for this?
I don't really care who's to blame. I'm going on vacation and really don't care what happens to you next. Go get the box, don't go get the box, and spend your own money for a plane ticket back. Your choices are irrelevant to my life.
I'll get you back for this.
You can try.
You know how good I am when I put my mind to something. And believe me, you're getting all of my attention now.
Ew, gross. I definitely don't want you in my life.
Well, too bad. I'm gonna make you pay. And then you'll realize you messed with the wrong man.
And send. Thank you, Andy. I just sent your threats to the police. It should allow me to get some kind of order against you. Or at the very least, if you try anything, I've got proof that you've threatened me.
What the? When did you become so cruel?
Good luck. Have a great flight back. By the time Andy returned to where he had checked the box, it had already been taken by someone, leaving him having to go buy his own ticket home. He ended up stuck at the airport for 8 hours before getting a flight home. He used that time telling all of his family and friends what Krista had done. When she arrived at her destination, she had dozens of texts and emails. Having anticipated this, she finally told everyone what had happened 2 years earlier. She had kept it secret because she had been so ashamed. Now that he was trying to make her look bad, Krista wanted them to understand that what she did was mostly to make sure the door was closed. Most of the people apologized to her. Allison tried to reach out to her former friend, angry that Krista had not only exposed her role in Krista's relationship breaking up, but in letting everyone know that she and Andy had continued to have sex. Nathan dumped her. In her rage, she attacked him. After a couple of nights in jail, she found herself having to move back in with her parents because Nathan wouldn't even talk to her. And he was pressing charges. Krista blocked her former friend, and she hasn't heard from her since. Andy ended up trying to hire someone to hurt Krista. Fortunately, she had hired someone to monitor him. She had more than tripled her pay in the 2 years. Once he started planning, the cops had gotten involved. After he made the first payment, he was arrested. Soon he was fired from his job. The last Krista heard, he was awaiting trial for what he had done. Krista could finally look forward to her future.